Welcome back to John's Mini Mechanics. Hi. And no notes today. Sorry for the late video. But this past week has been wild with the 3D printer thing. Wife got me a new shirt. That's what I do. I 3D print stuff and I know things. Ha. So we got a new printer because the other one, the motherboard was bad, the auto bed level sensor was bad, just kept being a problem one after another. So we ended up getting a Bambu Lab P1S. Hold on. And we're back. Boys wanted some popcorn. 10:30, whatever. It's summer. So got a Bambu Lab P1S combo. It's on sale. Sold the transmission for just the transmission, nothing else, not the clutch or anything, for the Lincoln swap. So we ended up with this, and I've been printing the past 20 hours. I've only gotten a few prints. And that's where I've been. Like I didn't get to really RC I didn't RC at all last week. Because I was in tunnel vision with this 3D printing stuff. I was convinced I could fix it. And then for an anniversary, birthday, I love you gift, the wife ordered this for us. For me. For us, for me. This is a gift that just keeps on giving. The first thing I printed was Spur and Stetson display. I mounted that on the wall so I can hang up my combat spurs and my Cav Stetson from the time I was in the Army. I just had the Stetson sitting out on a shelf, and my spurs were hanging up in my rear view mirror in my Lincoln. But now I can hang them up in here. I'm happy. I want one of those. It's not that, I don't want to support local artists or anything that make them out of horseshoes and plaques and whatnot, and burn in and do engraving and whatnot. Those are all fantastic options. This is an option that I can afford and do. Well, you could have just bought that. Yeah, but no, come on, let's be real. 3D printing is kind of sweet. It's deep. It's really deep. So if you're considering getting into 3D printing, do a lot of research into brands. I went with Bambu Lab, not because that's who you see in the RC videos. In the big name RC companies, they use the Bambu Lab X1C. You see that a lot of. There's a reason why you see a lot of Bambu Lab products. They just work. They did. I don't know this new line, H2, X2, all that, P2. It seems to be they're having a little bit of issues with the dual nozzle system. But I got the P1S, and that one came out 3 years ago, and dude, the thing rocks. And it's not that loud. You can hear it going. Trying to talk a little louder so you can't hear me over it. Let's see. But I know a guy. Didn't serve with them, but he served in the military as well. I think he was a aircraft mechanic or aircraft crew member in Blackhawks and Apaches or something like that in the Army. But we met at Western Technical Institute in El Paso in automotive engine performance and engine tuning program that they had there. This gentleman ended up starting a business called Car Change 3D. And I enlisted the help of him many years ago, asking him what to look into getting, and he suggested Bamboo Lab. And that stuck with me for a while, and I just kept seeing Bamboo Lab everywhere. So we got the Ender because I thought it was a good deal, and it wasn't. Didn't even get one print. I'm on I had 3 failed prints last night. I print 1, 2, 3. This is my 5th print that I'm doing since we got it yesterday. I'm having fun. I haven't created anything yet. Haven't paid for anything yet. I did download Yep 24s or 24 Yeps. Yep spec Venge RC chassis. So I'm going to print that off probably later today, maybe after this print. I'm printing off a side spool right now. Jerry's Old Guy Review, thanks for the shout out on your Let It Fly Friday. Appreciate it. Name's John, not Mike. This is going to be a running joke, isn't it? Okay, I'm cool with it. Not much else. I really haven't been tinkering with this guy. I'm going to swap body, axles, and put the Venge RC chassis on this. And I'm going to print off some 1.3s, I think, and then trim these down to fit, because these Traxxas Method wheels do not clamp good enough at all, really at all. They don't clamp on these tires, on the Endura tires. So I'm gonna have to print some 1.3s or 1.0 bead locks. So stay tuned. The wife is out of town this week, so probably no RCing at all for me. Maybe some light tinkering. Might shoot a video tinkering on the chassis, the 24 scale chassis. I'm going to swap over to this. That'll be overnight when the kids are asleep. I hope. By the way, last week's video, thanks for tuning in, everybody. 422 views when I looked last night at like 10:30. That's more than I have subscribers. Last I checked, I have 326 subscribers. So if you're a new subscriber, hello, thanks for tuning in. And thanks for all the views. If you are a new viewer, drop a comment. Say like, hey, that's why I popped in, why I watched the video. Maybe it was because of the little guys. These little guys are popular, I guess. Even 3-4 years on. So that's cool that they're sticking with popularity and they're not going away. All right. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, I love y'all. Bye.